The world feels more unstable than ever. Every passing day, we witness events that seem to push us closer to chaos, but none of them seem to bring good news.
You're gambling with World War III. Your country is in big trouble.
What they charge us, we will charge them. That is Trump's logic, and this approach has shaped all his moves.
Auto industry expert, the price of new cars in the U.S. will skyrocket in coming weeks, and maybe even sooner than you think, after President Trump announced 25% tariffs are coming on all cars.
Geopolitical tensions are rising, economic warfare is intensifying, and global conflicts are escalating. The US is tightening its tariff policies, cryptocurrency markets are crashing, and gold prices have hit an all-time high. Even Warren Buffett, one of the world's most successful investor, is holding a record-breaking cash of $334 billion, thinking of a good opportunity in the future. This uncertainty is affecting everyone. Investors fear their portfolios as the stock market has plunged nearly 20%. Traders are confused, knowing that one wrong move could wipe out everything. Salaried employees live in fear of losing their jobs as many companies have started layoffs. Business owners struggle as their stores remain stocked, but customers are nowhere to be found. Lower middle class families are finding it harder to afford even basic necessities as prices of everything soar. With all this happening, a chilling question arises. Is this another phase of economic disaster, or is it something much bigger unfolding? Have we already entered the beginning of World War III without even realizing it? Let's find the truth in this video. In the past, the word war was a large-scale military conflict with armed forces, tanks patrolling the borders, and destruction of cities. However, in this new era, war has changed completely. Today, conflicts between nations are no longer limited to battlefields. Instead, they use different types of weapons, such as cyber warfare, a modern way of war against enemy country, which involves spying with the help of electrical gadgets and hacking into their systems to get secret information. It also involves shutting down of power grids or financial systems, and as technology is developing, the cyber war is evolving with AI, deepfake technologies. The future of war might be all about digital battles. Economic sanctions are a type of penalties which will be imposed by the government. Power is nothing if you don't have finance. If a country loses its finance, it will lose itself. This is a tool which acts as a weapon to restrict economic activities and weaken the rival country's economy. Joe Biden had used this weapon on Russia when it attacked Ukraine, and Donald Trump, the President of United States, is using the same weapon on China. Supply chain disruptions. If a country imposes sanctions on a country, then the key product which is exported, like China is a key player of electronic and machinery. India is a key supplier of cotton, silk, wood. UAE is the key supplier of crude oil, petroleum and gold. There are many examples. If a country places sanction to any of these countries, then there will be shortage of important products, which will result in higher prices. Product might delay, business will face heavy losses. This will result in countries' downfall. This is how the supply chain disruption works. The main target of war is no longer just military bases, but the financial markets and economies of rival nations. Countries now use strategies designed by army with the help of trained hackers, updated artificial intelligence to plan cyber attacks. This will paralyze the nation's banking system. Economic sanctions can freeze assets and limit the trade, and disruptions in supply chain can destabilize the entire industry because shortage of materials will cause scarcity of products. There are so many ongoing tensions around the world which can trigger the World War III possibilities, such as Trump tariff policies. The Trump administration has introduced a 25% tariffs on all the steel and foreign car imports.
And if the BRICS nations want to do that, that's okay, but we're going to put at least a 100% tariff on the business they do with the United States. You know what the BRICS is, right?
Trump has even threatened the BRICS Plus nations that he will not think for a second time to impose 100% tariff on these nations. Russia-Ukraine war. Russia and Ukraine are so much involved in war that both of them are in fight even after meeting with Trump. This war is seeing no hope of compromise in between the both. China-USA tensions. Trump has imposed tariffs on all the China products, to which China has answered in the same manner by imposing tariffs. China has also modernized its nuclear weapons. 2025 might see trade wars in between USA and China, which is also a matter of concern. Israel and Iran conflicts.
Abbas is responsible for this war. It invaded our towns, murdered our people, raped our women, and kidnapped our loved ones.
Iran is a strong opponent of Israel, and Iran is in favor of groups like Hamas and Hezbollah after the incident that took place in Gaza, which have been fighting against Israel forces. Iran has also faced a major cyber attack on Iran's nuclear facility and government agencies. Iran believes that cyber attack must be done by Israel. We get to hear news about such attacks daily. China dominance on Taiwan. China is been conducting military exercises around Taiwan and also threatening them to invade their island. Well, Taiwan is a major player in semiconductor manufacturing, which is a very crucial situation for global tech industry. There might not be much opportunities in such situations as every investment is down. If we look at opportunities, many fund houses and investors have gold as their first priority. According to reports, 20% is invested in gold, 10% in China, 10% in consumer staples, 10% in energy, 10% in healthcare, 15% in technology, which includes AI and cybersecurity, 10% in Canadian and Mexican equities, and 15% in European markets. This chart is just an information about where the investors are keeping or investing their money. If you are willing to invest in this, then take the help of your financial advisor, because investment in these times are always risky. And if you want a detailed video about investment in war, you can check out my video. I have linked the video in the description. Don't forget to watch that video. The World War III will not be the same like what we saw in the past. The new modern type of war will be something where countries will try to disrupt their markets, imposing plenty of tariffs. So, what do you guys think? Are we in the starting stage of war? Speculations are everywhere. Experts say that world war has already started, and some say that we are heading in the path of war. No one knows what the situation will be in the coming future. The only thing I can say is we need to be prepared for everything and anything, good or worst. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you guys liked the video. If you enjoyed the video, then do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such interesting videos. Till then, take care, goodbye.